Morning, it's 6 o'clock.
Welcome along.
Baby-led weaning, and this has got the weather. Because of what's happening where you are. Thank you, Lucy. Well, it's a tense day for staff at the Sun newspaper today. Rupert Murdoch is in town to address them following the arrests of 10 current and former journalists over alleged corrupt payments.
But first-hand experience, then, of being addressed, for want of a better term, by Mr Murdoch. I know this
among the journalists, while News Corp board in America, who has ink in his veins, who has a passion for newspapers.
The reputation is formidable, isn't it? Even, dare I say, for being a little bit scary.
Past 6, time for the...
How are you weaning your baby, or how did you wean your carrots?
Well,
We're now joined. We want to hear from you at home. Still to come.
So...
Good sense. First, here's Lucy with a summary.
This morning, followed by journalists.
I felt like I was 70 this morning and still working, so there you go. It looks awful for her. We'll get to the bottom of that later on.
So, James O'Brien, what have you found inside?
The mother is only 5'4".
So, don't
well,
they?
it's
So,
very true.
yeah.
Exercise. But the fellow who's actually named Ian McNeil has got a face like a...
He was...
and David Cameron does what he... It was incredible...
You'd be looking a lot happier. Haven't you just discovered it's no doctor...
Your radio show later on in the day.
I might try and Scott.
In touch with James later if you're miserable and Scottish. All right. Now, on the day before singer Whitney Houston's funeral...
Reflection of the... You don't see blood vessels at the back of the eye.
Is that all the time? Because I'm slightly worried people might...
And one eye
so
that's
if
white.
It's different.
Very suspicious.
Yeah,
See you later.
Just wait 1 minute. 1 minute would be good. Now, only in Hollywood would be able to have a party to celebrate, well, another party. With just over a week to go until the Oscars, the after-party organisers are leaving nothing to chance.
Hello, good morning, it's 7 o'clock.
Welcome to Daybreak, where you live.
Now it's time for the latest news with Lucy. Morning.
Thank you. Well, our next guest...
Last Sunday.
What thoughts and feelings went through your mind when you suddenly was caught and jailed for 4 years? Did you feel at the time that was an end, couldn't be deported, or he wasn't deported? How did it then make you feel as you continued to fight this, to hear of other women being attacked?
And I think there is a great move.
Given that and seeing some positive changes...
That hasn't depressed you going off to work?
Unusual, I think, to see a former cabinet minister, artist's impression of those two in court. Front page of the Times looks like that, all over London town.
And why do you keep using very thin models?
You wish you weren't looking for those girls?
That's what gets the press, that's what gets the front pages of magazines very often. That's what girls are aspiring to, aren't we? It feels almost as though they want a coat hanger.
From fashion shows, because I know I don't know how the clothes will look in a size 18. Women come in all shapes and sizes, so should catwalk models. Designers need to get real. Similar, they should have a mixture of thin girls.
This morning, thanks very much. First though, competition time. Claire has the details. Well, Nadia... sorry about that.
This happened, a scorpion kick.
Ooh. Well, at what point did you think, please don't... Feisty protégé on the X Factor?
This is just not going to work. I'm not going to get through.
Now, look, you always have had a lot... It sounded like you were accusing Cheryl Cole of...
Sat here now talking to you, so...
It's such a steep learning.
You know, my direction within music.
Recovering from injury.
Yeah, I know.
Last weekend's
Dramatic.
shock.
Now, from Lucy. Well, parents, Rebecca, what do you make of everything now, then? What do you make of your new eye about it? But it must have been very...
I guess it's something which parents...
That's what we like to hear.
I don't want...
Just give us a moment. We're going to talk to everyone at home and then we'll sort it out. Still to come on Daybreak. Well, ahead of the funeral of...
I'll be chatting to Judy Park.
Hi there. Call the midwife. Nobody panic. Don't panic. It's just the name of the series that we're all loving, based on the memoirs of real-life midwife Jennifer Worth. It's coming to an end this weekend, I'm afraid.
We're joined by two of the shows beautifully.
Yes.
Ask this question to everybody that's involved in success. Your experiences, Laura, you
Put you off. What you've done, and you immediately said it's because I'm so old, but it's not. It's not because... Well, that's about it from us for this week.
Daybreak. Most of the way we're building up to the biggest award ceremony in...
so excited. We've got Ross over there, haven't we? Got all sorts of things coming up. Have a lovely weekend. Here's Nadia.